It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. This is the day that the Lord has made, and I will rejoice and be glad in it. Good afternoon, happy Monday, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Ramon Preston Show. For those of you that are coming on, please do me a favor, hit the like button, hit the share button, tag Lolly Dolly everybody and let them know your boy, Prophet Ramon, the squad, and the Ramon Preston Show. We are live in his house on this beautiful Monday, right here in the beautiful Buckhead community of Atlanta. Excuse me, this is a very, very special week, and we want to make sure that we kick this week off right. So if you're coming on, hit the like button, hit the share button. Make sure that you've already subscribed to our YouTube page. We have almost 7,000 subscribers. Make sure that you follow us on LinkedIn. We have almost 7,000 on LinkedIn. Make sure that you follow us on Facebook and Instagram. We have a couple thousand on those pages, and we just appreciate all of you that are part of our business and our ministry community. So whether you are a supporter of our online training program, the Millionaire Blueprint, whether you are a member of our program, our coaching program, or whatever it is that we do in ministry and business, I want you to know I appreciate you. I thank you so much. I'm very grateful and honored to have an opportunity, as I do, to give you what God has given to me to take your life on all levels to the next level. So ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that are coming on, make sure that you drop in the comments what city you watching your boy from, who you representing, what city, what state, what country. We have people from outside of the country that I live in, outside of the United States, that watch the Ramon Preston Show on a day-to-day basis. And I want to say thank you so much for continuing to engage with me on the Ramon Preston Show. Welcome to the Ramon Preston Show. For those of you that are coming on, I am your host, Ramon Preston, and every Monday through Friday, just like today, I show up here to share information with you that is designed to help you properly start, structure, and scale your businesses, your ministries, your income streams, and even your wealth building dreams. And guess what? All the information that I share with you, it is a direct representation of me and my organizational enterprise, which means everything that I share with you, I'm living. And not only am I living, I'm giving. I'm giving to my staff, I'm giving to my family, I'm giving to my community. And I want to see to it that you can experience the same success that I experienced and even greater levels of experience. So today, I want you to get your pens, your notepads, or whatever the devices are that you're using to take notes, because I want to talk to you about the 5 qualities of a successful business. The 5 qualities of a successful business. I have a few offers that I'm going to extend to you at the end of the show, so be sure to stay in tune with what I'm going to be sharing with you by the end of the show after I share these 5 qualities of a successful business. Because first of all, we're in some very, very, very crazy times right now, culturally, racially, religiously, educationally, and definitely economically. We're in some crazy times right now. And in order for you to not become victimized by a lot of the economic things that are going on, you're going to have to educate yourself. You're going to have to train. You're going to have to develop the discipline and build the muscle financially so that you can get to where you want to be. So I'll talk about those offers I have for you later. Right now, I want to talk about the 5 qualities of a successful business. The 5 qualities of a successful business. I can guarantee you these 5 qualities are in every successful business. period. If you are an entrepreneur, a business owner, you're going to need these 5 qualities in your business if you plan on becoming successful. So what are the 5 qualities of a successful business? Well, number 1, a business needs to be simple. I'm getting right to it. A business needs to be simple. This is the first quality of a successful business. It needs to be simple. Now, I'm going to break this down because I don't want you to just think, oh, my business is simple because I just do hair, or I just cut grass, or I just sell hoodies. I'm not talking about being simple in terms of the product or the service that you're providing. First of all, when I say the first quality of a successful business is that it needs to be simple, here's what I mean. In terms of the structure of your business, you need to have a holding company. You need to have a holding company, all right? So this is the simplicity of your business from a structure perspective. You need to have a holding company. Why? Because I know a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of business owners who own 2, 3, 4, 5 different businesses or more. The problem is all of these businesses that these entrepreneurs own are all owned by the entrepreneur. So that means if you're not doing business under the table, if you are being responsible with your business and you're filing taxes each year, that means every year you're complicating your tax filing, you're complicating the financial accounting systems that you have to have, you're complicating the operations on a day-to-day basis, you're just complicating it. Remember, the first quality of a successful business is simple. This is why I teach my clients about the holding company concept, because when you start a holding company, that means this is what you're going to do. You're going to form LLC number 1. So a lot of the things that you're doing in multiple businesses, you could actually do under a holding company. It can be a division. And maybe at some point, if it's making money and or if there is a high risk, it's a very high volatile business that demands it to be separated from LLC number 1, then you can create a subsidiary under LLC number 1 as LLC number 2. But we would still need to take a look at the structure of your business and what exactly are you looking to introduce to the market in terms of a product or service. You need to simplify this. I can guarantee you, if your structure is not simple, I guarantee everything else you're doing in your business is complicated. Most people who say, oh, I got 3 LLCs, I ask them the next question, does your first LLC own the other 2 LLCs, or do you as an individual own all 3? Well, I own all 3. That's the problem. And you probably not marketing right because you don't even know which business to market. You don't even know what product in each business to market, and you're confused because your business is not simple. So the first quality of a successful business is that it needs to be simple. And the simplicity of your structure, how you structure your company, how you file and form your company is going to be important. Because if you can be simple in how you structure your company, I guarantee you're going to be simple in how you market your products and services. And if you're simple in how you market your products and services, you're probably going to be simple in how you sell your products and services. If you're simple in how you structure your business, how you market your business, how you sell your business, guess what? You're probably simple in how you operate your business. And a lot of you entrepreneurs and business owners who do not have simple structures, marketing, sales, and operations, I'm telling you, this will not be the time for you to try to hire people because you think in your mind, oh, my business is complicated because I need help. No, you need simplicity. Because if you bring people into a mess that's not simple, guess what's going to happen? They're either going to just be getting paid for free, Or, or at some point, they're going to feel like you have bottlenecked them and you have put a ceiling over them and they can't grow, they can't expand, and they're going to leave your company. So quality number one is your business needs to be simple if it's going to be successful. The second quality of a successful business is number two, it needs to be explainable. See, I teach this to all of my coaching clients, even clients that are entrepreneurs and business owners or investors that I consult on a more professional, sophisticated level outside of personal coaching. I teach them these same principles. Number one, your business needs to be simple. Number two, your business needs to be explainable. What do you mean by explainable? Well, you should be able to explain your business. Hey, how you doing? I'm doing great. What's your name? My name is Ramon Preston. Hey, Ramon Preston, what do you do? Well, I'm a business consultant. Or I could go a different direction and say I help people start, structure, and scale their businesses, their ministries, their income streams, and wealth building dreams. So what exactly does that mean you do? Well, I help people start businesses. I show people how to create holding companies, how to file them, and how to form them. I show people how to structure their companies. I teach them how to use systems and processes and how to integrate the right systems and processes in their structures, and how to take their ideas, convert them into products and services, how to price them, how to sell and market their products and services. Okay, how do you scale it? Well, we show them how to take their ideas that have become products and services, how to market them and sell them in such a massive way that they increase their income, in most cases by 30% within 30 days. I'm just kind of exaggerating, but I'm just showing you I need to be able to explain what my business is about. And now it goes back to step one. Because if you did not simplify your business, especially with the structure of your business, and you got 3 or 4 ideas, well, guess what? Number one, you're not going to be able to market your business in a simple way, which means that your message is not going to be explainable. So when you think about a successful business being explainable, that means your message is clear. What exactly do you do? What exactly are you good at? And why should I do business with you? And what makes your product and service or your business the best decision for me? That's going to come down to how you explain your business. Now, a lot of you are going to get lost in explaining your business, because a lot of times entrepreneurs are very creative people. I want you to think about this. Entrepreneurs are very creative. But here's the problem with creative people. Creative people, they get stuck in their art. So a lot of times when you try to bring creative art into a business, your message becomes convoluted. Your messaging becomes cluttered. It's hard to explain your business because you get into all of these acronyms. Like, let me give you an example. And I hope I'm not talking about you behind your back. Well, I'm actually not behind your back, but I'm just making sure that you understand where I'm going with this. If your business is full of acronyms, so product number one is the ABCD solution. Then service number 3 is the 1, 2, 3 ADB strategy. So now all of a sudden you just get so stuck in the creative art of all these numerical letter acronyms. I got ABC, I got DEF, I got XYZ. You're not simplifying your products and services, and now you're not able to explain it. You've got to get simple. So if you have a business, even if you have 100 different products and services, you've got to simplify that business to the extent that you're able to explain 100 products and services in one statement, in one sentence. Let me give you an example of a real good explainable business. When you think about Uber, you think about cars, right? When you think about Publix, you think about where shopping is a pleasure. But Publix has probably about 50 to 60,000 SKUs, right? They have 50 to 60,000 products and services in their stores. But when you think about Publix, you think about where shopping is a pleasure. You think about supermarket. When you think about Uber, you think about cars, trucks, transportation. When you think about Airbnb, you think about certain things. When you think about PayPal, you think about certain things. When you think about certain companies that come to your mind, you think about certain products and services. So what did they do? They made their business products and services explainable. And again, if I sit down and talk with you, or stand up like I'm standing up and talk to you about your business, about your side hustle, about the things that you're selling, or the products that you're offering, or services that you're providing, and you're not able to clearly explain why you do, what you do, and why I should do business with you, and how what you do is the best decision for me to do business with. If you can't explain it, most likely it doesn't even matter how good your products and services are. The people who can explain, and this is about messaging, this is about marketing, this is about branding. All of these things play a role. Your messaging plays a role. Like, what message are you sending? This is why I tell entrepreneurs on a regular basis, stop jumping from idea to idea. Stop changing up your business and your products and services every 6 months. Do it right the first time. So when you do it right the first time, it can be simple, it can be explainable, and now you can start creating messaging around what you know is not going to change. This is one of the reasons why when I consult and coach entrepreneurs who want to start businesses, I talk to them about legacy companies and the naming of their legacy companies, so that if you name your company based on an idea that might change in 8 months or might not be relevant in 6 months, you are affecting your messaging, you're affecting your marketing, you're affecting your branding. In other words, you're making your business unexplainable. And that's not a good look, and it's not a good fit. So that's the second quality of a successful business. And guess what? If you cannot explain your business, your products and services in one sentence, in one statement, guess what? You have to keep working on it. And one of the ways you keep working on it is getting around people who are going to continue to demand that you work on it. Tony, can y'all come in here and bring that, can y'all bring me that charger for the computer out of my bag? Let me see, I got to get my assistant in here real quick. I just realized my phone is, my computer is going dead. I'm at number 2. We're going to get to number 3 in a minute. Do y'all hear me out there? Huh? Can y'all hear me? I need my charger out of the bag.
Tony, bring it in there.
Okay. I'm live talking about. I just looked at my charger and I was like, oh my God, I'm about to go dead. And then they're going to be on here looking like, bruh, what happened, dog? Like, what did you do? I'm glad I looked at the computer, because I was looking at the computer for a minute. I have it sitting in front of me and I'm thinking, wait a minute, is my battery dead? What did you say?
You have to check him before he starts.
I know. That's what happens when you coming straight out of a coaching session.
Right.
I had a coaching client that came in right before our session, and so anytime I do my before the Ramon Preston show coaching sessions, this is what y'all got to deal with. Y'all got to deal with something being missed, something being overlooked. Definitely not my squad fault, because they asked me 1,000 times, you good? You got everything? This good? I'm like, yeah. And all of a sudden I look around and I'm like, shoot, I got like 4% life on my computer. We about to go dead. But guess what? We back now. So number 3, the third quality of a successful business, you know what? It's not on.
Is your phone charged?
Yes, I'm good with that. Yep, it's good. Yep, my phone is good. Number 3, the third quality of a successful business is it has to be trackable. Trackable. Make sure I spell that right. It has to be trackable. So number 1, the first quality is it needs to be simple, right? Number 2, it needs to be explainable. Number 3, your business needs to be trackable. It needs to be trackable. Now, this is very, very important, because once you simplify your business structure, once you simplify your products, your services, your messaging, your marketing, and your branding, now you have to basically repeat the same simple, explainable process with your systems, okay? So when I say your business needs to be trackable, first of all, I want you to look at your executive systems, I want you to look at your sales systems, I want you to look at your marketing systems. I want you to look at your financial systems. And I want you to look at your operational systems. These are the 5 systems, like the 5. These are like the 5. I just lost that. Let me redo that one so you can see it. These are like the top 5 systems: financial and operational. So these are the 5 systems that you need to make trackable. And let me explain to you what I mean by that. So when I say you need to make your systems trackable, well, that means you've got to look at everything you're doing as a CEO, an executive. If there are any executives that you have in your business that may represent other systems or other departments or other divisions, you may have certain partnerships that you're in. You may have certain affiliations that you're in. Whatever those executive, corporate level systems, departments, divisions, or relationships are, they all center around your executive systems. But you've got to make them trackable. Can I track the day-to-day leadership operations that I participate in as a CEO, as an executive? A lot of CEOs say they CEOs, but they're not operating as executives. First of all, they don't even know what their job description is. And it's okay if you don't know it and you've never been coached or you've never been consultant or put yourself in a position to learn these things. Because there was a time I was the CEO, quote unquote, and I had no idea what my job description was. My team had no idea. I didn't even have a team. You know, even when I was pastoring a church and I had volunteers, it wasn't until I made sense of these types of systems and created trackable processes in those systems so that I can go into any department. I could look at anything that I'm doing and I can see how did I get to where I am, so I can look at where I'm falling short at. So I want to know, where do I need to grow as an executive? So as a CEO or as a business partner, anything you're doing on an executive level in your executive suite, if you're the CEO, if you're saying I'm the man, I'm the woman, I'm the boss chick, I'm the lion, well, guess what? You need to have trackable systems, okay? Now think about your sales. Your sales need to be trackable. That means if you have a business, even if you're not making a whole lot of sales, if you've ever sold one product or one service, can you track it? Can you track it? So let's say you have a certain service that you provide or a certain product. Okay, you might not be making a whole lot of money, but have you ever sold anything? Right? Okay, can you track what was the systematic process you had to go through to make that one sale? What happened? How many emails did you send out? How many phone calls? How many letters did you write? How many months or time went by before you made the sale? How many no's did you get? That needs to be trackable, because if I can track, think about it, one sale, I have the data now, the information on how to make another sale. See how important that is? So your sales need to be trackable. Your marketing needs to be trackable. Your financial systems need to be trackable. Your operational systems need to be trackable. See, I have systems in all these areas, right? But I have processes that are connected to these areas that help me track the activities. So when I sit down with my team, my staff, my squad, guess what? When we go over each of these systems, they all know we better be able to track what we say we doing. And we should have information and numbers that make up the data so that this trackable data can help set the trajectory for what else we intend to do and where else we intend to go. So number 3 is a successful business needs to be trackable. All right. Number four. The fourth quality of a successful business is, this is number 4. It needs to be duplicatable. It needs to be duplicatable. Like, I'm telling y'all, if you could just understand just the simplicity behind what I'm teaching you right now, and you did your best to work on implementing it. Because if you're listening to me and you like, man, it's just, how do I even get started doing that? Like, where do I begin? This is why you need to be in a coaching program. This is why you need to be trained. So I'm giving you all this game on the show. I'm sharing all this information on social media on a daily basis. But then you click a link and then you go to my platform and you see, oh wow, he's got a Millionaire Blueprint. It's a business and training program for $1,500. He's got a 1-year business coaching program, and that's $5,000. He's got School of Ministry. He's got School of Prophets. He's got all this training that we can get from him. He's a business coach and consultant, but man, ain't nobody got all that money. But you would rather say that rather than to say, you know what? If I don't change, nothing in my life and my finances and my business is going to change. Then that's just you. I'm not even talking to those kind of people. I'm really speaking to those of you who are like, okay, Ramon, you've given me enough information to know that I need to do different things to get to where I want to go. And I'm not going to let a price of a program, a price of a product, a price of the service of a coach or a consultant, especially somebody that I can trust and know they know what they're doing. I'm not going to let that price stop me from moving forward to get to where I know I dream to get to. So if you're listening to me and you realize that, wow, I need these things, understand there was a time I didn't have none of this. There was a time I didn't understand it. And I learned enough as a self-learner to get so far. But the moment I got myself in a position where I could take some money and reinvest it into myself to get around people who knew way more than me about these things, I'm telling you, it was by far the best decision I made. And it helped me tremendously, especially things like this. Because when you think about, okay, a successful business needs to be simple. That's the first quality. A successful business needs to be explainable. That's the second quality. A successful business needs to be trackable. third quality. Now it brings us to a successful business needs to be duplicatable. But here's the thing, your business will not be duplicatable if all the roles or the positions in your business are not duplicatable. So before you duplicate your business, you need to be able to create duplicatable roles and positions. So for example, every position in my company has certain roles or positions, certain responsibilities, certain systems and processes that are trackable so that we can identify with best practices. And so we use information in our company, but we also use metrics. We use numbers because we want to be able to track the best practices. We want to be able to look at what a personal assistant does, what an operations person does, what a financial person does, what a salesperson does, what an executive does, what someone else in the company does. We want to be able to look at anything anybody does in our company, and we want to be able to track what will be considered the best practices for that role and for that position. And if we can qualify that role and position or the best practices, if we can qualify it with information and then quantify it with data, guess what we can do? We can integrate that qualified and quantified information and numbers and metrics into our business, and we can make that role, that position, which we have best practices that have been qualified and quantified, we can make that a duplicatable business or a duplicatable product or a duplicatable service or a duplicatable role or position. So when you start getting into the duplication, even yourself, like my role, I'm in the process of duplicating certain roles in my position as the CEO. Why? Because if I'm able to duplicate certain best practices that I assume in my role, in my position as the CEO and president of my organization, that gives me the ability to pivot into greater things that can generate more revenue, and it gives us an opportunity to create duplicatable roles and positions for more people. So if I can do something at 100%, even if I find people who can only do what I do at 50% based on what I can do at 100%, well, all I need is 2 people at 50% to do what I do, and that makes up my 100%. But how can I get 2 people to do what I do even at 50% if I do not have best practices for my role, for my position, that are duplicatable? Otherwise, it's just going to be people coming to my office every day saying, so what do I do today? So what we finna do today? Well, we should already know what we're doing because we have roles and positions, we have best practices, we know what we need to hit, what marks, what targets, and once we rinse and repeat it enough times, guess what? We can then duplicate it. That's how your business succeeds, when it becomes duplicatable. And so here's number 5. Oh my God, if you've been getting some value out of this particular lesson that I'm giving to you, I want you to drop your takeaway or something that like opened your mind, the aha moment you've had so far. I want you to drop it in the comments. Number 5, the 5th quality of a successful business is it needs to be scalable. It needs to be scalable. It needs to be scalable. See, what I'm sharing with you right now, I'm telling you, if you like looked under the hood of my business in its current state, if you like showed up to my office every day and see some of the things that we're doing internally, you will see that, oh, he's working on scaling his business. What do you mean by scaling my business? Well, I want to go from 0 to 100 as quick as I possibly can. That's what scale means. And maybe that's not even the right depiction. Let me put it this way. I want to go from 0 to 100 like that. That would be more of a depiction of scaling. Okay, so even if I'm climbing this ladder, even if I'm going up, even if I'm incrementally going up, if I simplify my business, if I make my business simple and explainable, if I make my business trackable, and then I develop my business to a point that I can make my business as a whole duplicatable, now all I need is to figure out ways to systematize systems, processes, automations. Now I just need to figure out how I can like create systems, processes, and automations that causes my business to go from where I'm operating it at now and boom, shoot up to 100. Let me give an example. I'm gonna give you one example right now. Let me see if I can find my backdrop, my Millionaire Blueprint backdrop. There we go, right there. So I'm giving an example right now. See, this is the Millionaire Blueprint. It's a business and financial wealth building system, right? This is a $1,500 program that we offer. It's all online. It's an on-demand business and financial training program. Some of you may already have access to it. It was formerly known as the Business Blueprint, aka the Blueprint Game Plan. But since we've been able to recently validate and verify this business and financial wealth building system, not just in information, but in mathematics, we've been able to validate and verify it. We have upgraded it to now become our new Millionaire Blueprint. But I'm just giving you an example. Because this Millionaire Blueprint is a training program, it is a wealth building system. I have systems, we have a process. So as long as you follow the system and you take the steps in the process, you're going to become a millionaire. It's like inevitable, you're gonna happen. But we also have checked the automation box. How do we check the automation box? Because you can purchase this Millionaire Blueprint without me physically having to show up and walk you through each course. I'm actually walking you through each course, but I'm on a video screen like I am now. So every one of the hundreds and hundreds of courses that we have on there are video based, with me teaching you and training you, with interactive workshops, with documents, with forms, with tutorials, with just a library of information, everything that I've gotten to get where I am right now. But my point is, if somebody hired me to consult them, you could pay me $100,000 to come and consult you and your team, right? Well, I have to physically show up. I have to physically come. You can hire me to come speak for you, and I can come and preach at your church or speak at your conference, but I still have to physically come, right? You're not gonna just let me make a video or whatever. But my point is, this Millionaire Blueprint in its current form is scalable. Why is it scalable? Because 1 million people right now can watch this video. This video can go viral right now, and 10 million people can watch this video. One of my YouTube videos can go viral, and 10 million people can go to Ramon Preston University, and they could see, wow, this dude got a lot of information he's giving away for only $1,500. People are selling programs that are not even as good as mine for tens of thousands of dollars. But 1 million people can go on there right now, and guess what? They can purchase it all at the same time, and nothing's gonna happen other than them getting access to a Millionaire Blueprint. So that means I can go from 0 to 10 million people watching me, doing some research on me, clicking a link, and going to my platform and saying, you know what, I like what I see. I can go from 0 to 100 because I got systems, processes, and automations. In other words, my business is scalable. Now, having said that, I want to challenge all of you that know you really need some help, you need some support, you need some coaching, you need some mentoring to get your business to a place of success. You want to simplify your business. You want your business to be explainable. Let me write them all down again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the qualities of a successful business. Simple, explainable, trackable, duplicatable, and scalable. If you're having trouble with any of these, or you just don't know enough and don't have enough information on these, I want you to take advantage of the opportunity we're extending to you. We started a 1-year business coaching program in April of this year. So April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. So it's been 8 months. 8 months ago, we started this 1-year business coaching program. And within the first week or two, we exceeded our initial goal. Me and my team, we had a goal. We was like, you know what, we're gonna introduce it, we'll launch it. And if we get this many people to join, we'll close it out. We'll just work with them for a year and we'll let that be that. And we'll just continue to do what we're doing, consulting and real estate and our online training and our ministry training. What happened was we got an overwhelming response, and we literally signed up probably 2 to 3 times more people than we initially anticipated. And so we decided to leave it open. Every couple months within the last 8 months, I was like, man, I'm closing the coaching program for a year. I just don't want to keep pushing it out more and more times, you know, like seasons out. And so we finally concluded that, you know what, at the end of this year, we're going to go ahead and end our 1-year business coaching program, because truly, I'm giving away so much of me and so much of my team and so much of our resources just to facilitate this 1-year business coaching program. And so it is a $5,000 program, okay, for 1 year of coaching. And within that 1 year, we give you 1 year access to our Millionaire Blueprint. So this $1,500 program here, you get for free. We give you that for free. We also give you access to four quarterly mastermind workshops. So each of these workshops typically run $250. So you're talking about another $1,000 of quarterly mastermind workshops. Now, these mastermind workshops are literally game changers, because each of these quarterly mastermind workshops, we teach on all 4 of the business pillars that I believe you need to have, like as legs on a table. So we teach you about sales, we teach you about marketing, we teach you about business systems, and we teach you about financial systems. And I'm talking about, we do deep dives into sales. We show you how to create a sales process for your business, a script. We teach you how to create marketing systems and campaigns. We teach you how to file and form your holding companies and subsidiaries and how to build divisions. We teach you accounting. We teach you the basics of accounting. We teach you the basics of assets, liabilities, balance sheets. We teach you how to configure QuickBooks for your financial system. So just those 2 alone in the 1-year business coaching program are actually worth it. But in addition to that, we also give you access to 52 weeks of weekly coaching calls. So every Monday at 5 o'clock, on Zoom. It's a secure, private Zoom that I hold for all of our coaching clients at 5 o'clock p.m. every Monday, unless I'm on vacation or something comes up. For the most part, I show up every Monday, my team and we teach on certain subjects that are relevant to all the people that are in our business coaching community. Now that gives you an opportunity to get a lesson, to drop in once a week, and guess what? You're able to ask questions. We have a time for Q&A. We also give you access to a personal coaching coordinator. So I assign a coaching coordinator to every client to make sure that all of our clients have someone that they can text, they can call, they can email, they can reach out to and communicate with on a day-to-day basis in the event that you have questions or you run into some roadblocks or bumps in the road. And so I'm going to be ending this, and I will not be bringing it back. I will not be reintroducing it in 2022 or beyond 2022. This was a pilot program that we launched. It was something that we wanted to see how it would actually work. We have an amazing proof of concept because everybody in our coaching program is winning. I mean, literally everybody is winning. One of the clients that I just met with before the show, we had a coaching session with her, and she was an individual who didn't have a business. She was on a fixed income, and this girl done went and got her license and certification for the insurance industry. She's getting ready to start her holding company. I mean, and I know the girl gonna crush it in 2022. It's taken her several months just to get to where she is, but just to think, somebody on a fixed income, somebody that is a single person taking care of their kids and grandkids, but who made the commitment to say, you know what, I need to be coached because I want freedom. I want a legacy. And so we have this as a $5,000 program, but we also offer 12 monthly payments for $397, which is actually less than $5,000. So this is the offer we're giving you today. For $397, you could pay one payment of $397 today with a 1-year agreement, and we can onboard you and schedule your initial. I forgot about that. With this 1-year business coaching program, I'm giving away a free initial one-on-one coaching session. So when you sign up, we're going to schedule your initial one-on-one coaching session. So all those other benefits that I talked about are going to be complementary to me sitting down with you one-on-one, whether in person or virtual. We can do it through Zoom. If you're states away, we have a lot of clients in other states. We'll sit down and we'll take about 2 hours to help you identify with what do you want to accomplish in your business or finances within the next year. Then we'll identify with how can we actually make that happen. Like, what exactly do you need? What type of business structure do you need? What type of systems do you need? What type of processes do you need? Do you have ideas that need to be packaged as products and services? Do you already have products and services that are not monetizing that need to be repackaged and repurposed? Do we need to look at your pricing to make sure that you have the proper pricing? How do you market that? How do you build a brand around that? How do you get better at selling your products and services? I go through all this with you, and then I complement that one-on-one session with training courses, with masterminds, with workshops, and with the community that will help facilitate you getting to where we set you out to get to. And guess what? You could do all that for $395 today. So all you have to do is text the word coaching. I'm telling you, it's going to be a lot of people. When they find out what I was giving away these 8 months in this 1-year business coaching program, they're going to be like, I can't believe I didn't sign up to this man's coaching program. So you can text the word coaching to 404-478-7213. And again, I'm giving you this Millionaire Blueprint, our online business and financial wealth building system. I'm giving that to you for free for the whole year that you're being coached. But if you just want access to this, we have this available outside of the coaching. It's a $1,500 program, and we offer payment plans for $125 a month. So you could pay $397 a month for 12 months and get coaching, get me and my team hands-on for a year, or you can pay $125 a month or $1,500 one time and have on-demand 24-hour access to our world-class program. So whatever the case is, my hope and expectation is that you've learned something today. I'm super excited. My birthday is coming up in 2 days. Wednesday is my birthday. My church celebrated me yesterday. I wasn't even expecting for them to do it, even though I really appreciate what they did. And I'm just super excited about what God is doing in our lives. So many amazing things are taking place right now. And I'm just excited to be a part. I'm excited. You know, it's amazing when you're excited to be a part of what God is doing even though you might be at the helm of it. I'm at the helm of it. Yeah, that's, I'm just trying to show y'all a little picture. This is a little bit of the celebration right there. Y'all see that? Let me show you. They took some pictures of me. They made like some custom, what do you call it? Custom, they made some customized cupcakes for me and surprised me. They had little happy birthday stuff, and they sold some seeds into me and blessed me, gave me some Starbucks cards. So I'm very appreciative. So for those of you that were there yesterday that celebrated my birthday early, thank you so much for the gifts. Thank you so much for the love and for all the honor and appreciation that you showed me. I am honored and appreciative to you as well. So for those of you that have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments, or feel free to just reach out to me at this number, 404-478-7213. I love y'all. Appreciate all of you for joining us today on the Ramon Preston Show. And guess what? I'll see you right here, same place, same time, tomorrow at 12 o'clock.